Of the day. It is a series that we call In-House Counsel. And I know that many of you out there love going to Mexico, so much so that maybe you either own or are considering buying land there. But what risks do you face? Neil Thompson is the in-house counsel for IMI Group. They provide mortgages and help people buy land in Latin America. And he joins us now from Phoenix. And I appreciate you joining us, Neil. Listen, I've been to Mexico many times. A beautiful country here. But from as I understand it, and I guess it has to do with the mileage, if you want to go to the hottest spots, I'm talking about Cabo, maybe Mazatlan on the water, you can't buy like we can here. These are not fee-simple transactions, are they?
No, they are not, Brian. There is the law under the Mexican Constitution that restricts ownership to Mexican nationals only within 50 kilometers of the coastline. However, the mechanisms are there for U.S. and other non-Mexican citizens to purchase property in a manner similar to that in the United States, and that's under the Guarantee Trust.
Okay, what does that mean? I mean, because everybody, you got San Miguel and Monterey that are inland, but as far as I know, people want to be there on the beach. What is this trust, and what is the risk? I mean, how secure are you? If you pay $1 million for a condo in Cabo, you want to make sure it's going to be there maybe for your grandkids.
Well, that's right, Brian. And the Guarantee Trust is a very effective, simple mechanism that closely resembles the standardized deed of trust that is this standard process within the United States, particularly in the Southwest states. It provides the borrower with the security to have ownership in the property, and more importantly, it provides the necessary security to the lender to be able to secure their loan to the ultimate buyer.
Any possibility maybe a new presidential regime or some change in legislation could change that, reduce the years? I mean, any thought like that on the horizon possibly?
Well, the risks are certainly there with the stability of the Mexican government, but the length of the trust itself was lengthened from 30 to 50 years as an administrative change in 1993, and we see that as a very important shift politically to encourage first world lenders to now lend and invest within Mexico itself and other Central American countries.
Yeah, and there's a beautiful artsy town sort of in north central Mexico called San Miguel de Allende. You've got Monterey, which is beautiful as well. You can buy there just like you buy here, correct? This is a fee-simple transaction.
That is correct. The restrictive trust only governs the property that's within 50 kilometers of the coastline or 100 kilometers of a borderline.
Okay, let's talk about the amount of money flowing. I mean, you see ads, come and retire in Mexico, come and retire in Panama, Nicaragua, etc. Are people really doing that? I mean, what types of volumes are, you provide mortgages there at IMI, what types of volumes are we starting to see here?
We're really starting to see the volumes ramp up, Brian. There has been a much of a feeding frenzy within certain of the more popular resorts. Puerto Penasco, Rocky Point, Cabo San Lucas for years has been in high demand. But as the infrastructure is being implemented by the Mexican government and U.S.-led developers, you are also seeing an increased peak demand by U.S. buyers for vacation homes and retirement homes and relocation. The volume is clearly there. The demand is clearly there. And IMI and other lenders are meeting that demand by providing standardized loan packages to U.S. buyers.
What about from a legal perspective, Neil, the safety of buying in, say, Nicaragua, Panama, Costa Rica, or others, similar to Mexico?
Similar, although in many of the Central American countries we do have a more stable political climate. By example, Costa Rica is now becoming extremely popular with U.S. buyers, and their political climate and stability is very favorable to the United States, and we look to see that transition into other Central American countries, Panama, Nicaragua, by example.
All right, Neil Thompson of the IMI Group talking about investing in Mexico real estate as well as some of the other Latin American countries, part of our in-house counsel series. Neil, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, take care.